Have you ever just forgot who you were because you kept trying to be someone you weren't, trying to be included in somebody else's crowd, be liked by your relative, your sister, your brother, your whoever, you know, wanted to be friends with that girl and that girl liked pink, so you started wearing pink, or you started liking, orange chicken because you wanted to be friends with the new girl or whatever, like at some point, if somebody doesn't lead you back to your center, you're going to forget who you really are. And that's me. I got so caught up in trying to be like this person or that person, to be liked, to be accepted, be loved, so desperate to be loved that I never even considered loving myself for the vast majority of my life, because I didn't think that mattered, because nobody else was showing that to me. So I was like, let me not care about that, and let me care about getting love from somebody, from anyone. Please, please, please. Like, I don't know how many of y'all heard the song Anyone by Demi Lovato, but that was literally like my anthem for a long period of my life. And if you're resonating with the message so far, stick around. My name is Hugh, and I'm a self-love spiritual life coach and a graduate of a psychology degree. And I'm here to show whoever's listening that there is another path. A path that does not include approval. A path that does not include trying to do something somebody else's way. A path that does not include abandoning yourself, chasing, begging, pleading. The path that I'm on, that I'm here to show other people, is a path that saved my life. I grew up not loving myself, as I mentioned before, but it was rooted in, having an absent father, being born into a broken family. I'm the youngest, and there was a lot that was going on that I was just plopped into. And, I lost people, some by choice, some not by choice. And, a lot of different things just happened to me pretty early in life that just kind of catapulted me into survival mode. And then more things happen, and more, and thus the story of life goes on and on for everybody. And by the time I'm in middle school, high school, like, I want nothing to do with myself, yet I'm walking around as this person every single day. And that's a hard place to be, especially when there's nobody leading you back to your center, like I said. So I am somebody that is here and dedicated to lead people back to their center, women back to their center, men who resonate as well. I'm not discriminatory against whomever. This is a safe space for those who need to go home to themselves, as I did, because nobody came to save me. I saved myself. Since I was 8 years old, I struggled with severe mental health issues, suicidal ideations, and I learned how to mask it because I knew that nobody was coming to save me, and so obviously I'm 8, so I don't know anything about what that actually means. I just know that I didn't want to be here, and that's enough, for an 8-year-old to be. That's enough weight for an 8-year-old to be carrying on their shoulders as it is. So I carried that for all of my life because, I wasn't guided to therapy. I wasn't guided to get help. I had a lot of traumatic experiences and environments that I was exposed to, and I've overcome a lot of things, but all of that weighed heavy within me, within my body, within my mind. And, for a period of time, for most periods of my life, I did not want to even exist anymore. And so I came from my deepest, darkest depths, and I crawled my way out on my own. And I'm here to tell other people, other women, other survivors, people who have been fighting to stay alive, that there is hope. For a period of time, I did not think that I was going to survive, and I am still here. And I'm not fighting to be here anymore. Before I did not enjoy living. And now, I am on a path where I am learning to love myself more and more every day, where I'm learning to be happy, to be alive, to take a breath, to breathe, to be present. And that's something that money cannot buy. That's something that nobody could take away from you. It is a freedom that only you can grant yourself. So I'm here to show other people that path, because I tried other paths. I was born into a certain path that a lot of people who look like me are born into, and that path did not work for me. And eventually, I will share more of my story, but this is just the intro, because we got a lot to get into. And I've been trying to make this video for a while, but I've had, like I've already slightly shared, I've had a lot of, things, heavy things weighing on me that just stopped me from walking in my purpose. But I know that this is my purpose, and so I'm going to walk in it, and I'm going to share everything that I can to help other people improve their quality of lives, come back home to themselves, love themselves, believe in themselves, the whole 9 yards, so they could live. Everybody deserves to be happy. There's so many people walking around not okay, and if I can help that in any way, I will, and that's what I intend to do. So I'm Hugh. This is my channel, Hugh is You, and we're just going to get into self-love. We're going to get into some spirituality. We're going to get into healing, growth, authenticity, the recipes for life, your life, because your life is for you, ultimately. And so with that being said, thank you for your time, and always remember that as long as you got you, you will make it through. All love, y'all. Until we meet again.